Welcome to Spaghetti on the Wall, where we throw ideas, see what sticks, and nurture those that do. I'm your host, Armando Leduc, an actor, entrepreneur, and coach, giving you insights that light up your world. We're here to explore the realms of business, marketing, and life, serving up a shot of inspiration with every episode. Ready to make ideas stick and grow them into something great? Let's dive in.
Yeah, I was in there.
There's a restaurant. You go down the stairs. That's where the main bar is. It's below the restaurant.
Oh, the big one, the nice restaurant.
I must have just missed you.
Below.
Yeah, that's what we're about to go.
That's where all the party's gonna be.
I had a 6 a.m. all hands company meeting at 6 a.m. this morning.
Lovely.
was
9 a.m.
terrible.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Well, breakfast was at 7. I'm like, that's a little aggressive.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
7 a.m. breakfast.
My team went back to the hotel or back to the room, so I was like, "Come on, like, you guys aren't even doing anything." This will be on here soon. What the hell? How's the mic sounding?
Hello.
Hello.
Should I
Here.
go up?
Here, I got it. You got to do. Oh, hi.
Let's go. Like this. Could be good.
All right. You want to check the mics? Are you good? Live?
You're gonna go put it on the screen.
Yeah, it's gonna show up in a second.
We're already live, so everyone's listening to us.
Hello.
All right. What's up, everyone? We're here. Law-Di-Gras, second day, technically. And
2025.
2025. I'm here with none other than the Jen Gore.
Thanks for
And
having me.
real quick, I didn't even know about this conference until Jen Gore told me about it
Last year,
last year.
this was your first like big foray into the conference scene.
Yeah.
And
And
this is a great one to kick it off. It might be disappointing after going to this,
yeah,
actually.
this is my favorite by far. It's had such a blast. I've recorded like 25 people today. It's been quite awesome. And so
how would you describe this conference just for the listeners out there in podcast land who have never come to Law-Di-Gras?
yeah, I mean, we're almost all lawyers that listen to this show. So if you've not been out to a conference to grow your business and to meet people, you're missing out on everything.
We should actually talk about the benefits of going to a conference, because I literally had this conversation 10 minutes ago, and there's an actual strategy to going to conferences if you're a lawyer.
100%. I think some lawyers are like, well, I don't need to go to the conference because, I run my firm. My team might have to go there, or my marketing people need to go there. And this is the best shortcut, is to learn from others and to surround yourself with other lawyers. You meet partners. Jen has a great tip. Her partners and vendors are here. So who are they going to take care of when she comes and hangs out with them and spends time with them, right?
Have we had this conversation?
I think we have.
Yeah. So I just think like having FaceTime with people that you work with is always going to benefit your business. I would love to hear, since you've been going to a conference now for the last year, like what has been the benefit for you on the vendor side?
Oh, well, for one, it's all about relationships and who you meet. And just knowing Jen through the podcast, which is virtual typically, Jen will go, oh, Kevin, meet this person, meet that person.
Hey, you need to meet this person, and then connection.
It's all about connection. It's about getting in front of people in person. We're all behind our screens all day, right? and it just doesn't do the same as getting out, hanging out with people. And you're not trying to sell them stuff.
No, it's
Bob said that the
genuine
other day on the
relationships.
stage.
Yeah.
You're not here to sell people. Like, don't sell your crap. Just like this podcast, we're just having a conversation. You want to know what I do, you'll find out.
Yeah, I would just say all law firms, know this to be true, but certain files get prioritized, right? Unfortunately, right? Certain clients get prioritized. Well, one of the ways I feel that I've been able to be a prioritized client is by knowing they're going to see me every 4 weeks, right?
Like, yeah, she's at all of them. Yeah.
Like, hey, you're going to have to see Jen and explain why that SEO project isn't done, So
Yeah.
when you have that consistent check-in, naturally your account is probably going to perform better.
It's just reality. It's just actually with my team employees, when we used to be partly remote or almost all remote, but the folks that are in the office and hang out with us every day with leadership tend to, have a little bit more exposure and have more conversations with people, and might tend to be more of a path to a quicker level in the company.
I also feel like when you're here on the ground, you hear about like what's the cutting edge thing that everyone's doing, new companies, new products. There's so many legal tech changes happening right now.
AI?
AI.
Is that a thing?
I mean, like I see new vendors and things pop up at these events that you're like, I've never heard of this. And so if you haven't been to a conference, I would highly suggest you come. Law-Di-Gras is a great one to kick it off. Law-Di-Gras is a little more unconventional. It's a music festival combined with a legal conference.
Yeah.
So tonight they're going to be having
Diplo's playing tonight. Yep.
So it's a very fun vibe. It's like lawyers on vacation all together doing business. Right?
I have flip-flops on, and so I don't want to go to a stuffy, event really, and not any of them really are, but I think Law-Di-Gras
Tuscany here.
Law-Di-Gras has figured it out, and everyone's chill, relaxed. Everyone's so nice.
Working. They're doing a political fundraiser here. There's a lot of actual work happening here, but it's a very comfortable, happy setting.
Yeah, without a doubt. And then, just Bob has done just a good job with this conference. It's from this as your first conference, it's going to be a little hard to get other ones. But
start off at NTL.
Yeah, but here's the thing too. Like, if you run a law firm, my podcast is all about running a good business, no matter what kind of business it is. Mostly just law firms, but it's a good kick in the ass too. Like these speakers that are in here presenting, talking. Chris Voss that was here.
Chris Voss spoke as the kickoff speaker. Did you see that?
Yes.
Were you in there?
Yeah, that's when I first saw you last night.
What was your best takeaway from that?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to tell you my best takeaway. That he was very good, and I've heard him speak before. My best takeaway.
I've read his book.
Chris Voss is the FBI's #1 hostage negotiator. He wrote the book Never Split the Difference. He talked basically about how to negotiate. One thing he said that really stood out to me is he said, don't operate in a negotiation on common ground. Did you hear that part?
Yes. I've read the book.
I do that so often.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah. And he said basically if someone says, oh, I went to University of Maryland, and then you say, oh, I did too, you're like stealing their thunder.
Yeah, man.
And he was saying, like, when you're negotiating, you should actually not get into anything about yourself. You should just solely focus on that person and allow them to fully tell their story.
Well, it's just like networking. If I was to be like talking about myself the whole time and you're not able to get a word in, like, versus the opposite, where I'm just continuing to
asking questions.
Then you feel kind of like, yeah, I've been talking the whole time. Like, what about you?
Yeah.
And you just want to be that person that wants to know about them naturally, just not, trying to get anything out of it, right?
Yeah, I feel like you were natural to the conference circuit. Like you're very outgoing and friendly. Like it's not hard for you to meet people.
No, that's my wife doesn't go to anything with me that's local because she'll be in the corner and I'll be talking to everyone there. And that's just what I do. So
yeah,
it's easy.
So now you're starting to see familiar faces here, right?
Yeah.
It's like a family.
It is. It absolutely is. I mean, it's just the legal, as a non-lawyer, just so everyone's so accepting, so nice. And they don't run away because I do legal marketing, right? So, but I also don't tell everyone I do that. I think that's been a benefit. Is just people will go, what do you do again?
Yeah.
I'll wait for them to ask. I don't try to tell them.
Once they ask, or once you have established some type of rapport with them. But I will tell you, I'm friends with tons of people that I don't work with. And I always take the view in this industry that you never know down the road. Like I just went through this merger where my firm went from Atlanta Personal Injury to now I'm part of Sweet James.
Yeah.
When I was with Atlanta Personal Injury, I worked with certain partner vendors. And obviously when I came over to Sweet James, we have different ones. Some are same, some are different. But I think I always took the position, like, even if we aren't working together, who knows what will happen in the future? And you should build relationships beyond just the people you work with.
Yeah.
And genuinely, I love a lot of these people. They're great people. Doesn't mean necessarily we're going to work together right now, but there's no reason to not establish rapport and to, we help each other in other ways.
Things change too, right?
Things change, people change roles.
Conflict.
Correct. So I just think sometimes people take a very short view and like they don't like kind of open themselves to meeting everybody that's out there.
For a while I would never have done this, but fast forward the last couple of years, like I had Jason Hennessy on my podcast a couple weeks ago. I had him on live here yesterday. Direct competitive, right? Blue Sharks coming on tomorrow.
Correct.
We had Contessa on earlier today. Like there's tons of work out there. Let's get to know each other.
You guys probably have a lot of interest that's like actually in common.
Absolutely. We can talk about
same pain points.
And guess what? If I'm working with Jen Gore and then when you were at Atlanta Personal Injury and then I have Seth Bader call me, well then there's no way, so who am I going to refer it to?
Yes, they need a referral partner.
Yeah, who do I like?
Yeah.
Is it Jason Hennessy? Is it Law Rank? Who is it? So having those relationships is very important to me.
Yeah. Well, so we are heading towards the happy hour soon.
You can do some like live happy hour recording.
Are you ever going to do a managing partners podcast after dark?
I'm open to anything. Yeah, we've actually, this is rolled into now. I got the managing partners mastermind.
Oh, tell me about that.
I just
got a bunch of people together.
I have clients that was like, hey, I'm gonna maybe start this mastermind. I've interviewed 400 attorneys that run their own firms.
Pretty.
And so I was like,
podcast.
What? Screw it. Let's naturally start a group. I think it's like we got like 16 law firm members now that
how's it going?
Twice a month. It's just like we just roundtable stuff. Like, hey, what are you dealing with right now? And like everyone jumps in.
That's awesome.
And it's small. I don't know where we'll take it, but great people in a room. Good shit's gonna happen, and I help with what I know from business, just like the attorneys are sharing around the room. So it's not a marketing thing at all. It's literally just let's talk about our business.
The beauty of a mastermind is you get a bunch of people together, and everybody is able to have a different perspective. And in the masterminds I've been in, people share their best ideas and things that worked and their worst ideas, like their mistakes.
Stuff they messed up with.
And I think that vulnerability is very hard to find in your own market because, like, if I go to Georgia and I say, hey, these are all the problems I'm having, like my competitors in Georgia, they don't want to like talk. But if you talk to somebody who's in California, they're not really a competitor. You can have kind of a more open dialogue.
100%. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. And I'm just organically growing it now. We'll see where it goes. But coming to a conference like this, you're kind of in your own little mastermind. As you see people ask questions, you can reach out to them. So it's if you're not part of the conference scene,
you're missing out.
Get in.
It's an opportunity magnet. That's what I always tell people. My other kind of word we kind of like throw around is like this is like camp for adults. Because like they're doing archery here, they're doing like
you got concerts.
Yeah, they got a concert. There's a pool.
Yeah.
But you know, this is why people golf, guys. You're having fun while networking and doing business. It's the similar concept to people golfing, drinking beers, you know, out on the golf course. That's where millions and millions of dollars of business gets done.
There's a lot of money passing around here today. So, well, Jen, I appreciate you coming on the show. She's been on the podcast a few times, and she will be back again.
We'll talk about intake next time.
Yay, intake. Everybody loves intake. All right,
Make
everyone at Law-Di-Gras, we will see you on the next episode. See ya.
Law-Di-Gras.
And your hair looks beautiful.